Now, introducing this.
And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Irving is out there with Simmons. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Durant. Three-pointer. It's all in by the Bulls. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now, the tremendous shooting talent that is Kevin Durant. He makes threes look effortless.
Now here's DeRozan. Providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
How about the explosiveness from Kevin Durant? What injury? Forget about that, folks. Up and off his feet.
Levine passes to Dosunmu. Outside DeRozan. Levine for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Levine's got 6. And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had. They are on fire, just in a great groove here early on.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Here's O'Neal. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's DeRozan. 6 points for him. Fires, high post. Simmons pulls it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Pass to O'Neal. Irving against Levine. Outside, Simmons. KD on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Oh! Boom! He jams it straight down.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And yes, it's good. Nets trail by 5. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. They won the first game against this team, but he is not taking anything for granted. He wants his players to be even more assertive offensively this time. He said, I think we can dictate things a little more. Maybe force those guys into defensive matchups they dislike. Find points that way. Well, we'll see if they can do that and go up 2-0 tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
I think obviously they're hoping to establish the pace early. They're so much more efficient when they're able to get to their tempo game.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant's still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
A new lineup here for the Bulls.
For goal, Chicago Bulls.
Nuggets looking it over. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Durant wide open, he fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. KD's got a couple of threes now in the first for Brooklyn. Drummond with a screen on Simmons. Pass to Drummond. It's good.
Well, if you're that size and you're Andre Drummond, be aggressive and assertive in the paint. I'm going to dictate the action inside, he says.
Now here's Durant. He had 25 points last game. Dragic against Simmons. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Caruso against Irving. And that one's good, Caruso.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
On the wing, Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This guy is an absolutely electric talent, can completely take over a game. Kyrie Irving able to be a facilitator, a scorer, and we know he doesn't duck the big moments.
And so Irving nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. You're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce, and boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
That'll be a 5-second call. All right, a chance to check out stats for Royce O'Neal. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Ben Simmons is out there with Irving, and it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's DeRozan. Last time out he had 44 points, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Vucevic, he's checked in for the Bulls. The Nets with the lead. Here's Simmons. Outside Irving. And here's KD for 3. That shot misses. And the Bulls going the other way now. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And That's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. And the pass to KD. Three-pointer. And it's Irving missing. And Caruso's got the ball here for Chicago. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Levine for three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Chicago. Williams comes in for Green, and it's Dosunmu in for Alex Caruso. Knocks it loose. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Chicago trailing. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. There's a check-in for the Nets. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. Number one, the Nets. The Bulls third.
And this is the kind of shooting these teams would love to have all season long. I mean, they've both been on a tear here of late.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. DeRozan, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Nets leading by 4. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk team in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
For Chicago, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Dosunmu, the pass to DeRozan. Over Harris. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 10.
It's not easy trying to stay attached to DeMar DeRozan. This guy's elusive, he's slippery, and he's great at making shots over the defense.
And Simmons slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's DeRozan. He's got 10. Nice move. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's Irving. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Kyrie Irving is one of the most clever scorers in the game of basketball, and when he starts to feel it, it's going to be a long night for the defense.
Now here's DeRozan. Over Harris. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from DeRozan.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Durant against Williams. Over Williams. Again, the Nets for 2.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Levine. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. Knocks down the 3-ball. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, the form is beautiful from distance for Zach LaVine. The elbow position, the follow-through, the snap of the wrist, it's all there.
Harris misses.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Passes it to Dosunmu. Back to DeRozan. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, an all-star level player. This guy consistently delivers for his team.
Harris dishes to Simmons. On the wing, Irving. There's the 3. No good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Outside, KD. 26 seconds left to play in the first half. A 3-ball. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
And here's DeRozan. 16 points for him. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ.
You know, I think for Brooklyn, they've been awesome so far this year. That was expected from the good analysts who know what they're talking about. We've got one on this panel.
And taking a look now at the Brooklyn Nets. They're in a close contest.
Being a trunk slammer ain't easy. Hostile environment, and these guys are unfazed.
Yeah, it's tough to win on the road in the NBA. Loving the confidence. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. And it's Dosunmu in at the 1 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Now here's DeRozan. Inside. Vucevic down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. To the wing on the left. Here's Mills. The kick out to Irving. Second shot opportunity. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty in how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains a net. Feels like a bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 16. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
That's one way to do it. DeRozan shows off his aerial skills with the firm finish.
Outside Irving. There's a good screen. That is good off the back rim and in. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Kick out to Levine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Irving. Lays it up off the glass. And now a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
Boy, at the rim, an undersized guard, Kyrie Irving may be the best to ever do it.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Up top to Rosen, guarded by Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, that's really good work inside from DeMar DeRozan. You know, he knows how to get position where a defender is almost forced to foul him.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Now, here's Curry. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. For 3, Edwards hands it from downtown.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. KD says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you.
Well, Seth Curry with the answer and the payback from distance. What a competitor.
Pass to Levine. Outside DeRozan. Clock at 4. The 11-footer. Here's Vucevic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
Some changes for Chicago. Drummond's checked in for Williams. Javonte Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Dragic in for Zach LaVine. And the Nets making a change here as well. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Harris. Now here's Mills. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Curry. 2 minutes. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Nets lead by 9.
I think he's adding more toughness to his game. And it's great to see Seth Curry stick with it and finish strong.
Here's Dragic. Edwards with the block. Outside Curry. Over in the corner, Edwards. Kicks it to O'Neal. Shoots the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Up top, Dragic, covered by Mills. And that one, good.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now, here's Mills. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. White against Curry. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets. Now White, looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The shot comes out, so Brooklyn will take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, Patty Mills is one of those shoot-first kind of players because it's always been his role. That time in the mid-range, quite effective.
Now, here's Dragic. Rebounded by the Nets. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Here's O'Neal. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Brooklyn, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bulls trail by 12. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Irving is out there with Simmons. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Irving against Caruso. And Irving with the basket on the assist by O'Neal.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Dragic with it. Outside, Levine launches a 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Goran Dragic. Durant for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Nets lead by 17.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
For 3, Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Durant's got 21.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Lobbed up there for Durant. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's DeRozan. High quality look, and he sinks it. 22 points for him.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Irving against Levine. O'Neal from long range. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got his 3rd assist on the night. Levine, a screen on Simmons. Outside, Levine. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. KD draws the double. He kicks it to O'Neal. Back to Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. He takes it in, and the layup's good off the glass.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Caruso kicks to Williams. DeRozan passes to Levine. Driving in.
Yeah, this is a little bit of showmanship right there, from his nifty handle to the way he finishes. Nicely done by Zach.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. There's the pass to Simmons. At the elbow, it's Levine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Now, Zach Levine wants to score it, and if you play with contact, he has no problem embracing that.
And Doris, in a time where we see so much international conflict, Commissioner Adam Silver has said that shared loves and appreciations, including sport, can bring us all together. It's a nice thought.
It's a wonderful thought, Kevin, and I think immediately to the NBA Finals, where I see representatives from so many different countries, China, Brazil, you name it, the opportunity to interact, to share our passion for the game of basketball. Listen, the hope is we can find more things that connect us than that pull us apart.
Clock at 6. For 3, Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here's Durant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
O'Neal from long range. And it's Bradley with the rebound. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Caruso. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. This one for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Brooklyn in control. Durant kicks to Simmons. Pass to O'Neal. On the wing, Irving. And he makes good on the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.